My husband found a video of me with 3 guys from 10 years ago. Now he's acting like I'm a cheater. The phone buzzed on the kitchen counter. A single message. From him. We need to talk. Now. I felt it before I read it. The weight in the pit of my stomach. Something had shifted. Something I couldn't see yet, but could already feel pressing against my ribs. I didn't respond. I couldn't. Not yet. He was waiting in the living room when I walked in. Quiet. The kind of quiet that presses against your ears and makes your skin crawl. His eyes weren't on me. They were on the screen, my laptop left open. The video was there. A decade-old recording, sharp and unflinching. Me, laughing, careless, reckless, with 3 men I barely remembered. It was a party, a momentary lapse, nothing more. He stared, not with anger, not with accusation, something colder, something calculating. Who are they? His voice was soft, too soft. I froze. The words didn't matter. He already knew, or thought he did. And in that quiet room, the air turned heavy, suffocating. I tried to breathe, calmly, but the walls were closing in. It's old. It was before him, before us. I saw the first shadow of doubt flicker in his eyes. And yet, he didn't ask about context, about history, about the years we had spent together. He didn't wait for explanations. Only suspicion. Only accusation. The betrayal wasn't mine, yet it landed like a knife. I remembered our marriage vows. I remembered loyalty. I remembered him. Does that mean nothing now? I watched him. Every twitch, every micro-expression, every hesitation. Every calculated glance that tried to convince me that he trusted nothing, not even me. I realized something. He wanted me to break first. He wanted me to crumble. I wouldn't. Not yet. Not when the truth was still mine to control. I left the house under the guise of errands, coffee, groceries. In reality, I was building a quiet arsenal. Phone records, old contacts, digital shadows. Every breadcrumb that could prove history, timing, and context. I watched him from afar, noting subtle patterns. The way he lingered on my phone's location history. The way he asked indirect questions. The way his jaw tightened when he imagined the worst. I stayed calm, polished, detached. Internally, my mind was a storm of planning, calculation, strategy. Let him believe he's in control. Let him think he's the hunter. Every step, every inquiry was precise. I didn't need anger. I needed evidence. Days passed, or weeks. Time felt elastic, stretched by tension. He said nothing, yet everything in his posture screamed accusation, and I let it. Finally, it arrived. The reports, digital timestamps, corroborated alibis, old party invites, mutual friends who remembered faces and names. Everything confirmed my memory. That night was 10 years ago, a moment in another life. Nothing more. I held the folder in my hands, thick paper, cold to the touch. Every printed line screamed vindication. He entered the room. I looked at him calmly, almost clinically. I found it, I said. He froze, not expecting me to speak, not expecting me to control the narrative. I laid the folder on the table. Every name, every timestamp, every context. Check it yourself. He skimmed, disbelief cracking his composed mask. His eyes darted, panic crept in, subtle but undeniable. But this, I didn't interrupt. I let the silence do the work. Let the cold, undeniable truth settle like ice around his spine. Do you see now? My voice was soft, deliberate. He swallowed, eyes wide. He realized he had weaponized doubt against me, used suspicion as a tool, and I had disarmed him without raising my voice. I never cheated. Not then, not now, not ever. He wanted an argument. I offered none. He wanted tears. I offered none. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just walked past him, leaving the folder open, the evidence undeniable. "Remember this," I whispered, barely audible. "Doubt is a poison, and you drank it yourself." I left the room, not with revenge and fire, not with rage, but with revenge in stillness, in truth, in the unshakable certainty that I had won without touching a single thing that wasn't already mine. He stayed there, shaking, watching me leave, consumed by his own misjudgment, trapped in his emotional self-made maze. I didn't look back. The house was quieter now, not peaceful, clean, sterile, controlled. I walked to my car. The cold night air hit my face, sharp, clear, liberating. I was free, not because he admitted fault, not because justice was served in words. Free because I had never lost control. Some things can't be erased. Some betrayals can't be undone. But power can be reclaimed, and I had reclaimed mine. I drove away, the folder heavy on the passenger seat, like a monument to strategy. He would remember this night. Not the video, not the decade-old laughter. He would remember me. And that was final.